Howdy, y'all. I'm Skeeter. Now I'm Zeke.
God bless you, folks. I'm the Reverend Colonel Jim Bogman Bowen, and you good people are watching You Weren't There, Man! A show dedicated to all those brave veterans out there who risked their lives sending Charlie back where he belongs.
Now, we had a lot of talk from some of you so-called liberals about how Vietnam was wrong and bad. That's right. We're here to show all you come-on-loving peaceniks that you don't know shit. You know why? 'Cause you weren't there, man.
Now, most of you people watching this here videogram can see plain as a speckled pup how our boys brought goodness and virtue to a nation in need. But as my cousin Zeke here says, some of yous might need a little bit more educating. So here's Skeeter with a map.
Thank you, Colonel. This is the planet Earth. And this little bitty island here, this is Vietnam. See, Vietnam was infected with communism. Communism is a disease. America is a cure. That's right. War's fucking great. We got like smoked grass, drink whiskey, beat up on cattle, rape hippies. We got to do all kinds of crazy shit. It was fucking the best time.
That's right, Zeke. We was doing the Lord's work.
Amen.
And now we're doing our bit for all those veterans out there to have to cope with the daily stigma of being known as baby killer. But we're also here for a more serious, a more truly shocking reason, as my cousin Zeke here will now elucidate. Get to stepping, Sergeant Zeke.
Yes, sir, right away, Reverend Colonel, sir.
I need you to explain to these people how we will shepherd them to the promised land.
Colonel, sir.
Slower than a hog in molasses.
Recent reconnaissance has shown that the communist threat is ready to strike at our very heartland of America. And that's about as welcome as salad at a barbecue. Gentlemen, this here is a map of Southeast Asia. Pay particular attention to this region here. You may be familiar with it. It is known as Vietnam. Now, we will penetrate across the border from Thailand and Laos, disguised as a film crew. We're then going to work our way up the Mekong Delta and proceed to stomp a mud hole in that motherfucker and walk it dry. Because if it worked for Custer, it can goddamn well work for us.
Giving it Christmas, boy. Please excuse my cousin's potty mouth. I guess he's just as passionate about this as any good American should be. And that's where you folks at home come in. Yes, our Back to Nam campaign is the most important political movement in American history since the Million Man March. Remember, folks, just 4 of your hard-earned dollars can buy us enough napalm to enlighten 10 whole commies, with enough change to silence any pinko liberal that says otherwise.
What you good people have to understand is that a lot of good vets could not fit back into polite society. I mean, they may have had knife and stick experience. That didn't mean they could go out and just get a job parking cars. With Adopt a Vet, you could take a vet into your own family and teach them family values like gutting a deer or punching your wife or going bowling.
We'll be seeing about how our Back to Nam campaign is getting on right after these important messages.
Never has so much military, economic, and diplomatic power been used so ineffectively as in Vietnam. If after all of this time and all of this sacrifice and all of this support, there is still no end in sight, then I say the time has come for the American people to turn to new leadership, not tied to the policies and mistakes of the past. I pledge to you, we shall have an honorable end to the war in Vietnam.
The Jack LaLanne Power Juicer gives you fast, healthy, freshly squeezed juice in just seconds. You can usually drop in whole fruits and whole vegetables with no chopping and slicing, so you're juicing in less time and with less effort. Best of all, the high-quality Power Juicer motor is whisper quiet. Order your Jack LaLonde Power Juicer now and ask our operator about the Power Juicer accessory pack, which includes this plastic jug, cleaning brush, and gun cabinet absolutely free.
Just tie her up with the squirrel covers and slap her around the fanny. Yeah, I just been speaking to one of our concerned citizens here who knows a lot about freedom. And if you feel the same way, you call 555-555-NAM now. Thanks to your generosity, we've managed to send 11 of our boys back to NAM. Based on some movies we've been watching, here's what they most probably be doing right now.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And now, it's time to look at some of your letters. I got one right here, Zeke. Here we go. Dear, you weren't there, man. I am a 19-year-old GI who enlisted for your Back to NAM campaign. I'm out here in the NAM surrounded by the verdant jungle, the welcoming locals and booming tourist trade, and I got to thinking, why are we out here fighting anyway? Yours sincerely, John J. Well, John J., that's a good question. See, seeing as we're out here, we have to do our best right now to stop this communism right in its tracks, see? We want a land where you can breathe clean air. Our children get to eat the hamburgers that grow off the trees. Where Coca-Cola runs in the rivers. And everybody, not me, everybody gets to go to Disneyland.
Help us build that world, son. Like some star-spangled banner of freedom spreading across the planet.
Well, I got me a letter here, too.
Dear you aren't there, man. I'm sick and tired of everyone bad-mouthing the man. I, for one, thought it was great. People don't seem to understand that it ain't hellish all the time. For instance, one Christmas, we didn't spray any Agent Orange on the goose. Hell no! We used eggnog instead! See, folks think that heartwarming.
See, man, I got another one, though. Shows it on old these fun and games back there in the name.
Well, shoot, Skeet, let me hear it.
Well, it says here, dear, you weren't there, man. Despite what Major Krakauer says, the name ain't always so great. See, as a GI, I have personally witnessed some very dark moments. During one village raid, I saw a few boys out of C Company taking liberties with a 9-year-old Vietnamese girl. Yours, Anon.
Well, goddamn, man, if they ain't fucked up right there, I mean, Jesus Christ, son, leave the child raping to the liberals and the atheists, will you? Quit ruining it for the fucking rest of us.
Okay, all right, boys. I think we've had enough letters. Okay. You see here at the You Weren't There Man headquarters, it's not all take. Why, no. You and your buddies can win a weekend at a Ted Nugent Stack-Up and Rack-'em showdown by answering this simple question.
Who was the biggest fag in Vietnam? Was it LBJ, Ho Chi Minh, or John Lennon?
Write your answers in on a postcard, too. John Lennon was a fag competition at 69 Smallville Way, Fife, Alabama. You weren't there, man.
Gentlemen, I know that deep inside every one of your God-fearing, all-American hearts, there lies a truth. A painful, tortured truth. A truth imprisoned by the shameful lies and manipulations of the media. A truth that I can see etched on every one of your humiliated faces. But I can help you. I can bring this truth to fruition. I can unlock the burning desire for liberty and freedom and justice that beats inside every one of you. Just pick up the phone and pledge whatever you can to the Back to NAM campaign. 555-555-NAM. Thank you. And sleep easy.